Thank you for joining us today. My name is Roger with CableGiant.com. We're here to show you how to install a compression connector to a piece of RG59 coaxial cable used in installing cameras. The first thing you need to start with are good tools. First thing I'd suggest is a multi-cable cutter. This happens to be a Klein, part number 63020. You can find it on our website. Next thing is a strip tool. This happens to be one made by ICM, one of the finest companies around. American made. Part number is PSA 59/6. And then, of course, you need a good compression tool like the SLM, also made by ICM. This particular tool has multi-functions. It not only does BNCs, it does RCAs and does F connectors as well. And then you also have to have a good connector. This happens to be the ICM connector, part number FS F9 BNC SL for security. Once you have the components laid out, the next thing you need to do is you need to prepare the cable correctly. This happens to be an RG59 coaxial cable. It has a 20-gauge center, bare copper center, and a 95% braid. So the first thing you need to do is you need to prepare the cable. The first thing you do is take the stripper, insert the cable, turn it a couple times in both directions, and remove the jacket. What you're going to have left is a 1/4 inch of center conductor and a 1/4 inch of what we call the braid and the dielectric. Now, what I like to do when I set up my stripper is I put a piece of Velcro to help comb the braid down. It's a little faster. You can either do it by hand or you can do it with the Velcro, and it makes it a nice process to use the little Velcro strip on there. Once you get the braid down, you want to make sure you have no strands touching the center conductor. If you do, you will short out the wire and you will not have a good TV reception. So once you get the cable prepared right, next thing you do is grab the connector. Now, the reason I like the ICM connectors is that they don't have a blind entry point. I don't know if you can see close up here, but the ferrule inside is right there at the tip. So it allows you to place the inside of the cable into the connector. And I'll need my glasses here for a second. You put the pin inside the ferrule. Once you have it installed correctly, you simply just push it through until the pin pops up. Once the pin pops up and is flush with the connector, you're done. Now the next step is you install it in the actual compression tool, like this. It locks into a little seat. Then you compress it. That's the final step. You now have the connector installed on the cable correctly, and you have strength of about 80 pounds to remove that. Nice thing about these connectors is that they seal in 2 places, so it allows for moisture to be kept from going in. We thank you very much for watching us today, and we hope this has been a helpful message from CableGiant.com.